What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday Night Live, December 3rd, post Thanksgiving, post rut, post gun season. Getting ready. Gosh, this shirt's bothering me. Getting ready. My hair's long. Getting ready for, we're getting ready for a new year. Deer season has about 6 weeks left. We want to know what's going on. We're just here to talk tonight. We're just here to have a good time, and hopefully a lot of people join. Got some fun things to talk about. Got some topics that you guys don't even know is coming. So pile in here, share it. Let us know where you're watching from. Like it, comment, tell your friends, tell your family, and bring them in here for a good time tonight. I cannot wait. I'm just looking. My old pals in my deer hunting group chat should be in here. I don't see them. Do you guys? I can't see your comments if you're commenting, but if you are, I want to know. So we'll give folks some time to get in here. I am by myself tonight. Michael is not here. He's at a Zach Brown concert. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. Do you think Zach Brown concert's worth missing this tonight? I don't know. If it was Tim McGraw, he's not. He hates Tim McGraw. He hates Tim McGraw. So if it was a Tim McGraw concert, oh man, we'd be giving him a hard time. Anthony's in here. You know what Anthony said? He said that he builds his Tuesday nights. Now, Anthony's a hardworking feller. He builds his Tuesday nights around this show. His wife knows he's going to be watching it. His kids have to go to bed early. Nothing's on the TV except my wonderful face. I appreciate you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Tony Rittenauer is here. We appreciate you, Tony. Tony, I'll be back to Fort Knox this weekend. My daughter's got a ball game at 11. It'll be over at 12. I'm headed out to Fort Knox after that. Got a buck tag, 2 buck tags I need to fill. Who else is on here? I know there's more than Anthony and Tony. There's about 26 of you. Let us know you're watching. Don't be a lurker, right? It's weird. It's creepy. Some of you just watch it on your phone. The audio's coming through. You see my face, but you don't comment. We don't see your name. We don't know you're here. Let us know you're watching. Let us know where we're from. Let us know if you're still hunting that big target buck. If you're watching on my personal page, the John Stepp page, I probably can't see your comments. So I'm going to scroll over there. See Gary Kite, Brandon Kloss, Jimmy Carroll. You guys are watching on my personal page. Just jump over to the Eastern Outdoors page and join us on there. That way I can see. My hand looks like super white. Anyway. Kevin Bond says, great show, John. Kevin, I appreciate you. Hey, Kevin, you know what? I've been keeping up with just the shenanigans of the League of Kentucky Sportsmen. I know you keep up with that. I've somehow not, I don't even comment. I don't even get in that group anymore, but some reason they kicked me out of there. I never posted in there, never shared anything. I hardly ever visited it. Well, that seems like a mess right now, right? It's been a mess for a long time. Seems like things are just crazy. So anyway, I know you're entertained by it too. Brandon Kloss. Brandon is a long time watcher of the show. One of the OGs of the show. He's been watching the show forever. I appreciate you, Brandon. He's a big deer killer too. Look at his profile picture there. Big deer slayer right there. So listen, I've got I keep tagging at this shirt like I have a drug problem, but it's driving me nuts. I apologize. I have a controversial. Kevin, you quit the shenanigans, but yeah, we got to have somebody in there keeping things straight. I don't know. People send me screenshots. They send me stories things that are going on. And I'm just like, yeah, I quit arguing a long time ago, Kevin. I just do my thing, talk about what things we love, what we're doing, and just leave the nonsense to them, you know. Look at here. One of the other OGs, Bub Tackett, Commissioner Bub Tackett. Bub, hey, another thing we can talk about, Bub, is Bub has been checking his trap lines. And so we got to see who's out there trapping. Adventures with Fur, Feathers, and Fins says, hey, I wanted to invite you on a falconry hunt. Hey, listen, we talked about you last week. All right. So I read your text and we talked about you. And I said, look, I'm going to go on one of these falconry hunts. Hold on. in my phone, I just had your name, and I apologize. I'm sorry for fur feathers and fins. Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin. I had to look your name up in my phone again. But I am down. I got your text Friday, November 22nd. I'm sorry I didn't reply, but I'm down for a falconry hunt. I'm down to video it. I think it's cool. I think it's the greatest thing going if you're training a falcon to hunt small game. Now, Kevin, let us know. We talked about this last week. Is it just squirrels? Is it rabbits? What are we hunting with the falcons? And I'm there. You just name it. Probably going to be middle of January because I'm going to be busy still killing deer. But just you tell me when and where, brother. I'm going to be there. I might even bring some friends. I don't know. It's just I think it's the coolest thing ever. There's an issue with the comments on the EOM page. Oh no. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. So Kevin trains his falcons to hunt rabbits and squirrels, but I've got a coon and groundhog. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here on our live. Jim, I can see them all. Everything that I see on the EOM page, I'm also seeing on here. So I think it's just my personal page. But listen, stick around. I've got a controversial topic right here in Kentucky, probably an hour from where I live here in Frankfort. A controversial topic of I went directly to the page. Yeah, Anthony, you're right. That I want to get you guys to weigh in on, but I'm not going to do it yet. Right? We got to get some more people on here. We got 40. Last week we were up in the 70s at some point. I want to get your opinion on this controversial topic. And some of you probably already know about it. I think I've had several people send this to me. So yeah, we want to see what you guys think. Bub says, I'm going to be deer hunting Pennsylvania, Ohio. Bang season, that's gun season. Trying not to alert the Facebook police. The next 2 weeks during the evenings, I'm at work. I'm at work for 2 weeks. So, yeah. Have you guys watched the new show? Look, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be all over the place tonight, okay? Whatever comes to my brain, we're going to talk about it. Whatever I see in the comments, we're going to talk about it. Like when Kevin pulled up with the falconry. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. And hopefully we can share that with you guys. But have you guys watched that new show, Landman? Right? Like I'm watching the last season. What? Dwayne says no comments shown. I don't know. I see everyone's comments that I can see. Can't see comments and can't comment. Well, daggone. It says Gary is watching. I don't know. Maybe so if you're having trouble commenting and you can't see it, maybe just exit out of your Facebook app. Go back in. Maybe that'll work. So the guy that created Yellowstone, which I'm assuming there's some Yellowstone fans in here out of the 47 people we have. Great show, right? I'm watching the last season. The same guy created this new show called Landman. And it's just about the oil fields. And I think about yeah, everybody's texting me about these comments. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, guys. I can't control it. Comments are not showing live. I have to click on the comment tab to see them. I don't know why. That's weird, isn't it? I can't end the stream, so I don't know what else to do, and I apologize. That makes it less fun. Makes it a lot less fun. But anyway, Landman, I just think of Bub every time I watch it. Tell them to go to the EOM page. I've told them, Bub. They're saying on the EOM page they cannot. I click on it and I see it. Like I see every comment. And I see myself saying that I see every comment. So I don't know. Go to the EOM page. If you go to my personal page, which some of you are there. See, I see them right here on live. Here's Gordy, my brother from, Gordy, I work with a guy named Gardy, and I call him Gordy every now and then. I say, hey, sorry, I got a friend named Gordy from Ohio. Glad you're here. Tyler says, I'm on the EOM page and it's not working. Ah, man, that sucks, don't it? Brandon says, I backed out and back in to read comments. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, that's what Jimmy's looks like. Look there. Totally blank. I don't know, guys. Maybe try exiting the app, coming back in. It's not going to be as fun if if you guys can't comment and see the comments, right? I can see them. It's fine on mine too. So it's just some of you. Some of it's not, some it is. Just keep trying to exit and come back. Joseph Bednar. Is that how you say that, Joseph? Now, Joseph, here's the thing. I don't think you've been on here before, Joseph. So we do this every Tuesday. And every Tuesday we get new viewers like you, Joseph. And we just want to say you're welcome here. We're based in Kentucky, but we talk about deer hunting all over the place. And so every Tuesday night, Joseph, we love to see you come in here, tell us about your hunts, tell us about how things are going for you, and get to meet some guys. We've a lot of guys in this chat right now on this page right now have become friends through this show. That's why we do it. Joseph says, would it be my advantage to use that? Oh, look, if you can see the comments, you can probably see the screen, and it is letting you comment. Then Joseph wants some feedback here. So this is what we're good at. We're good at giving folks feedback, even if we don't know what we're talking about. Joseph says, would it be to my advantage to use a grunt call with a snort wheeze and also a bleat can to bring in a mature buck close to my tree stand? What do you guys think? Specifically this time of the year, Joseph, December 3rd, depending on where you're at, the rut is probably at its final stages. You might catch a buck chasing a doe every now and then. Last week, we said it was on its way out. There are people commenting, hey, bucks are still chasing on my place. Totally understand that. Because like we said, it's like a bell curve. It slowly builds, it comes to a peak, and it slowly declines, and it's on its way out until the next cycle, which is much, much smaller. And there'll even be a third cycle in January, which is very minuscule, I think is a good word to say that. So Bub says, Joseph, I'm done with blind calling this time of the year, but I'd use it as a last resort. There you go. Brandon says, works great during the rut. So Joseph, where are you hunting? Are you here in Kentucky with most of us? Are you in Ohio with Gordy? Are you in Tennessee with Gary? Are you up in Michigan with some of the other guys? Oh, there he goes. He's in Central Illinois. I'm guessing Illinois, Kentucky, the rut is about the same. Peak around November 15th, on its way out about the end of November. You still might have some chasing. So I agree. I mean, look, if you're not seeing anything, it's not going to hurt anything, right? You never know. You might just catch one. I think the key there is mature, right? You're trying to kill the smartest deer where you're hunting. So that makes it a little tough. Brandon says in 2 weeks we'll work good again in the second rut. Well, there you go. That's what I was saying. So in 2 weeks it's going to be 17th of December. You're going to have some does that weren't bred the first time come back into heat, and that might be the time, Joseph, where you break that trio of calls out, and you can close the deal. How are we doing on the comments, guys? Let me know. Send me text, message, comment. My Alexa's going off. Gosh, that really freaked me out just now. I didn't know what was going on. There's no one in the house. My girls are with their mom, and I'm like, who in the world? Freaked me out for a second. Arian says it can't hurt. I've used different tactics in different phases, and to my surprise, things work. That's what I'm saying, Arian. I agree with you 100%. Bub says, I harvested one of my best deer on December 11th coming to a can call. See, you guys are providing anecdotal data for Joseph. Joseph, I hope you're getting all this. Well, I got to roll, man. Always enjoy when I can watch. And yes, January, come one to hunt with us and our birds. I'll make sure we get a couple birds and a few folks so you can have annoyed hunt with us. I know he didn't mean annoyed. But hey, Kevin, I appreciate you. Kevin, I got your text. Text me again. Keep me in the loop. Let me know when you guys are going. Like I said, probably be January. Very busy the rest of December, but I really, really appreciate the offer. And I'm excited. I'm as excited about that as just about anything else because I just think it's cool. Gordy now sees all the comments. Good. It's working in Ohio. Arian says, the calls won't hurt. Don't overdo it. Definitely grunt and bleat, snort, wheeze, more than likely too late in the season. They're not looking to fight, only to find some loving. Same, Tim. I'm not looking to fight. Just looking to find some loving. Brandon says, "Go Cats!" Yeah, 13 minutes. Kentucky plays undefeated Kentucky, undefeated Clemson. My focus is here, though. My focus is here. So I don't know. I think there's a large portion of the people watching not able to comment. That sucks. But I want to show you something. Let me get my Facebook page pulled up here. I want to show you something that has been sent to us a few times. So I got a drink. Good Lord, that's good. It's been sent to us a few times. Oh, you know what, guys? Looks like Facebook in general is just having some trouble. That's what it looks like on my side. It would really suck if they just canceled our page in the middle of this, right? I mean, it would suck if they canceled at any time, but it's funny. It says my page is at risk, but I have no restrictions. Anyway, I want to share with you, and we've lost some viewers. Is Clemson 7-1? They must have recently lost. That's okay. They're going to be 7-2 after tonight. But we've been sent this picture. Good Lord, where? Okay, now it's working. Bear with me here, guys, because I want to get your take on this. I think you're going to have some opinions on this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and to admit to you that I don't know this story completely, but I know the pictures I'm looking at, and I know what I've been told. And so I want to share this with you here. And I just want to see. Now, these are always popular posts. I just want to see what you guys think. Brandon says, look in Facebook Messenger. I will, Brandon. Jimmy says, can't comment, so I might as well have a few more drinks. Jimmy, I see it. Jimmy, I see your comments. All right, look. I'll have one with you, brother. So let me share this picture. If you can't comment, keep trying. It's working. Yeah, there you go. We can see you, Jim. You're on the screen, brother. All right, look at this. Look at this. Now, I just want to get your thoughts on this deer before I tell you the story that I've been told, okay? I'm just trying to tell you what I've been told. I know we're having some technical difficulties. I appreciate you guys. Look at this deer, though. Heck of a deer, right? It's a deer that, listen, the guy's wearing orange here, so obviously it's gun season. If I get crosshairs on this deer, I don't care if it's fully white, half white, spotted white. It's a good sized deer. I don't care if it's fully brown. I'm shooting the deer. Do you agree with that? Oh, we're back now, guys. We're back. If people left, if your buddies left, call them. Tell them to come back. The comments are working. Jim is here. It's all working now. So, I hope. What do you think? I just want to see what you think about this deer before I give you the story that I've been told. Okay. Now, this deer is in northern Kentucky, kind of like east northern Kentucky, I guess. Falmouth is the location. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but it is, and it was killed in Falmouth, Kentucky. I don't know what county that is. Maybe I don't think it's Kenton. Maybe it's heck, I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. Yeah, look, you all agree. Bub says he looked great in my den, in which Morgan gave me. Hey guys, can we just stop right here for a second? Because you know what's more important than deer hunting? It's family. And can we just congratulate Bub on being a new dad? He's got 2 boys almost grown, and he's starting with a newborn, hoping for a baby girl. I know Morgan is thrilled. Pendleton County, thanks, Kevin. But can we just congratulate Bub? I don't think we've done this yet because he's been missing. Can we congratulate Bub on being a new dad? Look, we're family here. That kid's going to have a lot of uncles right here in this group chat. It's a future deer. Well, Bub's never been to deer camp. Future turkey camp participant. Can we just congratulate him? Bub, maybe you're getting a lot of congratulations right now, and some of them aren't working. But, hey, we are so happy. Tell Morgan we're so happy. I'm going to quit calling her your girlfriend because I know you guys are engaged. I'll call her mother of your child, but we're happy for you. So this buck, this piebald piebald or albino, or I don't know. So usually, when we post like this and we say, "Hey, look at this piebald buck," someone will say, "Well, it's actually," or "Hey, look at this albino buck." Well, it's actually. So whatever you want to call this buck that's lacking melanin, I guess is one way of saying it. This buck was killed in Falmouth. Now, let me tell you the story. Now, I want to get your thoughts on this story because it is controversial. I'm going to post it on the page in the morning. I was supposed to post it like last week, and I've just been super busy and I forgot. So this buck has been known for a while. All right, I'm going to leave it up there. This buck has been known in Falmouth for a while. And the story that I've been told by a couple of people is that this buck, the folks who lived in the area, the farmers, the hunters, the residents of Falmouth had all come to an agreement. Look, we all want, I'm assuming some stuff here, but look, we would all love to kill this buck, but it's a beautiful buck. It's a rare buck. We enjoy watching it. So we're going to agree not to hunt or kill this buck. If you're out there in a tree and this buck walks by, we're going to agree to let it pass. As a neighborhood, as a community, as Falmouth residents, we're going to agree to pass this buck. Well, this old boy didn't agree, right? This old boy was hunting a small tract of land, and this buck came out, and this feller put him down. And apparently, all those people who came to that agreement are pissed. They are mad that this old guy, look at that smile. Like, how can you deprive that man of the happiness that is on his face right now? How can you say, look, we're taking away, we're taking away an opportunity of a lifetime. And this fella, I don't know. Look, I don't know if this guy just swooped in and killed him. I don't know if this guy was part of the agreement and then was like, yeah, you know what? I can't resist. I don't know all the details. I just know what I've been told. So I just want to know, if you're this guy, are you taking that shot? Are you even making that agreement in the first place? Are you saying, you know what, guys, out of respect, I'm not going to shoot this buck? Or are you going to say, you know what, fellas, everybody needs to pass him, and as soon as he walks out, you're laying the hammer to him? I just want to know what you think. We need him on the show? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We can't even get people to comment because Facebook's not working. I just want to know what you think. If you can comment, do that. If you can't and you just want to text me your thoughts, I'll share it on the air. But how many of them actually had an opportunity at it and let it walk is what I like to know. I don't know. And look, this is a second, third, fourth hand story. I know a lot of people were mad. I know this old boy's smiling. Those are the two facts. I know that there was some sort of agreement. I don't know, right? But every one of them had the right to shoot it. It don't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you say, look, we're not shooting this buck, okay? And you spit in your hand and you all shake on it. If he walks out, you still have the right to do it. Yeah, you might be a liar, but you're going to be a liar with a big grip and grin, right? You're going to be a liar that's got the buck of a lifetime that they don't have. You're going to be a liar with this full body mount in your den like Bub wants to do. So, man, I just think, I don't know what Bub's talking about here. Let's see. Bub says, I'm not agreeing. I don't care if my dad said he gets a pass. Yeah. Yeah. Arian said he'd be that guy that just ticked everybody off. He didn't care. Gordy says, sorry about your tears. Jimmy says he's shooting. Brandon says he's shooting. Brandon says there's more albino. Yeah, I'm sure. Now, Bub's a politician, so he lies to everybody, right? I don't know. I'm just joking, Bub. I love you. But yeah, I mean, I wish all 49 people that are watching could comment. And even the people that are just watching like, oh, gosh, could comment. I'm leaving this up here, so hopefully people see it and they're like, click on it. But, yeah, what would you do? WO says most probably made the agreement thinking they would never have an opportunity. I would say that's probably true. Now, if a lot of people in the neighborhood have seen this deer, you don't see deer. When you see deer like this, it's not like, oh man, I was out hunting today and I saw this big albino 8-pointer, or maybe 10-pointer, it looks like. That's not, you say, hey, I was driving to the post office today down there near the dairy hut and I saw a giant albino deer. That's when you see it, right? Because, like W.O. said, if you're out hunting and you see it, that sucker's dead. He's not living long enough for you to make an agreement. So I would say, like WO's kind of insinuating here, people have probably seen it in the neighborhood. It's kind of like that old boy last year who killed, and man, people got mad at me. Shoo, I think we lost followers. It's kind of like that boy in Harlan that killed that, I think it was a piebald buck that people saw all over the place. It was like Harlan, Letcher County-ish, like right on the line. And man, this boy was trying to be a country singer, and he might be, I don't know, he might be the next Hank Williams Jr. I don't know. He emailed me and proclaimed his innocence. So hey, I'm not on the side here. But if you remember last year, there was a boy in Harlan, Letcher, killed a piebald. Mossy Oak put it on their page. I think it was Mossy Oak. Now in the picture, the boy's wearing zero orange. People were up just throwing a fit over it. And, me just being me, I put a picture of him up. Oh, my brother's texting me his comment. So just being me and wanting to get some conversation going, I put a picture of that feller up. Yeah, the Letcher County buck. And I put the word poached in red over the photo. And people got mad. Some people were mad at him for poaching it. And now look, in my defense, I put the word poached with a question mark. I wasn't saying it was poached. I was asking a question. Was this poached? But you can't just put a sentence. Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit. It looks bad. And people got mad at him for, they thought he poached it. People got mad at me for saying he poached it, which I was, and I was asking. And, I don't know exactly what happened. It was supposed to get thrown out, and then it didn't get thrown out, and he did have some consequences. I don't know. But this fella here, I don't think he did anything wrong. I think the only thing he did was maybe betray his friends, his fellow hunters. But he is, he's happy. You know what? I think most of us agree that we would have done the same thing. Now, my brother says the way I see it. Now, first he said, I can't comment, but here's what I think. The way I see it, if he purchased his license, his tags, and was legally hunting the land, more power to him. I say go for it. My wife and I have an agreement that if a deer is in the backyard, I can't shoot it. Well, I promise when that 150-inch deer comes through, that treaty will be broken. Right. She'll get over it, right? She'll get over it. His neighbors will get over it. They're never going to get this chance again. They probably didn't get it in the first place. Bub says that feller that killed the Harlan Letcher buck sang at the NWTF this past spring. It's the first time I hadn't got to go in a while. Let's see what my old buddy Hurley said. Hurley says, can see the comments on your personal page, but not on your business page. FYI, 2024, what a year. Thanks for all your hard work this year, keeping all us hunters up to date. Well, thank you. Thank you, Hurls. I appreciate it. Hurley, I had a buddy at work today that was, I was wearing my Eastern Outdoors hoodie. We started talking about deer hunting, and I was showing him all. I was like, hey, I went to Pike County. Let me show you something. I was showing him all the elk and all the deer. He was very impressed. He also was showing me, he missed, I don't know if you guys ever hunt. I don't want to do that to that feller. He was hunting a WMA in Central Kentucky and missed a huge buck the other day. I can't say where it's at because I just met this guy. I don't want to make him mad. We're not friends on Facebook, but a little bit of being discreet. I don't know how to say that. I don't know, discrepancy. That's not the right word. Anyway, let me take this guy off here. You got me again. So yeah, man, that's a crazy story. Like Gordy says, he is a proud owner of a beautiful buck. Jim says maybe he thought the agreement was from. Here's my question. Maybe he did think something with the agreement. But what if he's not part of the group, right? Now, would this make you mad if you're a resident there and you guys have this agreement? We're not going to shoot the buck. Now, let's just, even if you say, hey, I would never make that agreement, let's just pretend that you would. And then some guy from, let's say he's from Louisville, right? Now, if you're from Louisville, we love you. Not necessarily your city, though. You know, we love you, but it's Louisville. Let's say this guy's from Louisville. And he comes out to Falmouth just to hunt this small tract of land. So he's an outsider, right? He's not one of us. And he kills it. Does that change the way you feel about it? Like if it's one of us, like at least we got it. But if it's somebody from Louisville or Lexington or Northern Kentucky, like Independence, like sorry, Mike, I love you. Basically Cincinnati. And they just come down there, they swoop in, they kill this buck. Does it make it a little like more aggravating? I don't know. And he said, I hope he could afford a mount, is all I'm saying. If not, we will get him a GoFundMe. Hey, what if he killed that buck and then he did where's that? He just did, I do this right there. He did a skull mount like that. What if he's like, oh man, I killed this nice albino buck. It's going to make a great Euro mount. Gosh, that would be so hurtful. That'd be so disappointing. So disappointing. Daryl says, yeah, not going to go well. Yeah, you from Louisville, you make the trek over to Falmouth, you kill these people deer. Come on, that's not good. Even worse, what if you're Gordy and you come from Ohio, right? Some of you, Gordy, we love you. You know that. Gordy, you're welcome to hunt here anytime. But some people don't like out-of-state hunters. What if this guy was like from out of state and came in? What if he was not just Ohio, Tennessee? What if he was like, you know, New York? Like we have a lot of folks that come from New York to deer hunt here. We got some that used to watch the show. They don't really anymore. It just make it feel a little worse. That taste would be a little more bitter. Brandon says, I think if he don't know the agreement, makes it better. Oh, okay. Maybe he just comes in. I don't know. There's something, you know, we all get territorial though, right? Like we all get territorial. Like when, you know, I'm from Harlan County. Let's say this. I was in Harlan over the weekend. I love that place. I love it. Did everybody have, look, I should have started with this. Did everyone have a good Thanksgiving? I just started jumping in talking. Did y'all have a good Thanksgiving? I hope you did. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving on Thursday, come back to work on Saturday. My birthday was on Sunday. Had a wonderful weekend. I hope you got to spend it with your family and with people you love. I hope so. But I forgot what I was saying. Kevin brought up something else I was going to bring up, the Fort Mitchell buck. Now, this is, guys, we've been doing this page for 4 years, right? The last year and a half has been slow because Facebook, they dropped the hammer on us. They restricted us. We're almost out of that, thank God. So 2025 is going to be a great year for us. But when we first started this page in 2020, later that year, in Fort Mitchell, there was a giant buck. Kevin can correct me here. I think it ended up measuring like 230s. Like it was giant. Because this buck would just sleep in people's backyards. It would just walk around with no regard to survival at all. It was so comfortable in that neighborhood in Fort Mitchell. Everyone considered it a pet. I think they said it was at least there for 8 years, I think. And then there was somebody, I think it was from good old Franklin County here, maybe Owen County, drove up there, shot that deer in somebody's backyard, and then they brought it out of Fort Mitchell, which is, I think, Kenton County, maybe Campbell, tagged it down here in Franklin or Owen, lied about it. Now, that was a bad one. Yeah, so one of his punishments where he had to pay to have it mounted, and it's hanging in the city hall of Fort Mitchell. Um, he still didn't receive the punishment that most of us thought he should. But yeah, um, that was whew, that was one of our biggest stories that year. That was like, I mean, there was a lot of folks upset about that. Bub says my big 7 point was taken by a well tender. I don't know what that is on oil property that borders my lease. It hurt, but in the end, I was happy for him. Biggest deer he had ever taken. Well, there you go. There you go. I was talking about being territorial. Sometimes when you hunt certain places and then someone comes in and kills a deer that maybe you had on camera, or maybe in an area where you like to hunt, and maybe they were there at the right time and you weren't, you do get this sense of, man, I killed my deer. Well, that's not true at all, right? Especially public land. Like, even if you're on private land and you have your corn out and you have your blinds built and you go the whole nine, you have food plots, you have this and that. And then one day in November, that target buck, that 180-inch buck, leaves your corn pile or your food plot, and it chases a doe over to your neighbors and he shoots it. That wasn't your deer. That wasn't your deer. It just didn't work out for you. It sucks. And sometimes we feel like, hey, that's my deer. Man, how many times have you heard somebody say, my deer got killed, or that guy killed my deer? All the time, right? It's just not true. It's just not true. So, anyway, sucks for Falmouth. Sorry, Falmouth hunters. It was not your deer. But guess whose deer it is now? That old feller we showed you with that smile on his face. That's his deer. It is his deer now. So, yeah, but that one was poached, so that's different. Definitely different. Yeah, the Fort Mitchell buck, 100% illegally taken, poached, 100% different. Been here since the early days. Most memorable episode was foot tacos. Jim always wants to bring up this foot tacos, right? Okay, I mean, sometimes you've got to talk about what's trendy, and most of us are meat eater fans, and they talked about a guy with having foot tacos. Okay, Jim, never going to let me live that down here. Bub says check Facebook Messenger. Never your deer, never your deer till he is in your hands. That's true. Wasn't my big 7 either. No, a big 7's cool though. You've seen the deer my son-in-law had hunting that was taken. Yeah, Jim's son-in-law sitting in the blind with Jim. At least a few weekends this year. His deer that they wanted to kill, neighbors got him. They're all mine. There you go, Gordy. Hey, well, you got to treat them like you're yours, right? And then you'll get one. Anthony says, Jim, I won. Haha, Jim, I won this year. Bub says CATS, cats. Now, here's the thing, Bub. I have been told, Anthony was very explicit in the group chat. Listen, are we watching the show tonight? Or are we talking about basketball? So I told him, hey, I won't bring it up. But you know what? I forgot it started 10 minutes ago, and I am gonna look at the score periodically. So let's see. Also hoping Alabama gets into the tournament, the college football playoff. Oh, it says it's not started yet. I don't know. Anyway, hey, something else. Here, WO says, here's a good comment. Happened last year. We had a 160-inch deer in our field on Sunday evening. My brother, who is handicapped from a stroke, couldn't get on it, and a neighbor that owns 20 acres killed it the next morning. It hurt, but that's hunting. Yeah, it sucks. Especially, your brother's had a stroke. He struggles. He might be healthy, but he can't hunt like he used to, right? Which is a lot of people. So you're just hoping that he gets that opportunity, and the daggone neighbor got it. John, he's talking about my neighbors. They've been known. Oh, gotcha. They've been known to kill deer. I'm after. Yeah. Well, you did win this year. You got you a good one, brother. You did. 3-0, Brandon Kloss. You're right. 3-0. Cats up 3-0. Another thing we got coming up is late muzzleloader season is coming up, and it coincides with one of my favorite seasons that I don't think I'm going to get to participate in is black bear hunting. Black bear hunting. If you have been black bear hunting in the great state of Kentucky, which I think is the greatest state in all 50, if you've been black bear hunting in Eastern Kentucky, we just tell me in the comments. We just say, hey, I've been black bear hunting. Put a bear emoji or a hand up or something emoji. I don't know. But let me know. Have you been black bear hunting? If you haven't, you need to. It's a lot of fun. Very difficult. But yeah, let's see. Have you been black bear hunting before? I'll be back in Letcher for bear rifle. There you go. So I don't know. Somebody else that won't let comment. Well, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry it won't let you comment. I wish you could. So next weekend, not this week, not the 7th and 8th, the 14th and 15th, and the 16th in the Zone 1, or there's 3 counties, I think. Maybe 4. Harlan, Bell, Letcher, maybe Leslie. I think Leslie. They're open for 3 days. And my daughter, listen, I love kids. I love my kids. I shouldn't say that. It's weird. I love my kids. I love my girls. And I coached one in basketball. But sometimes, man, this time of the year, they just ruin a lot of things. We say that kids ruin hunting sometimes. And we say that jokingly, of course. But she has a basketball game on the 14th. Now, what I can do is I can leave the basketball game. I can drive 3 hours and hunt Sunday for bear hunt. Or I can take my bow to Fort Knox, drive an hour and a half, hunt Saturday evening, all day Sunday. I think I'm going to opt for Fort Knox just because I need to feel that buck tag. But man, if you've not been to Eastern Kentucky, now did you know this? This is my opinion mixed with a little bit of fact. But in Kentucky, if you look down I-75, it splits like the eastern side of the state up from northern Kentucky down through Williamsburg. I would guess that every single county east of I-75 has black bears. Now, I'm not saying they have a lot. The farther east you go, the more black bears you're going to encounter. But I would be willing to bet, like Madison County, that's Richmond. Anthony's from Richmond. Jim, I think Anthony's from Richmond. They definitely have black bears. If you go farther up, like, that we had someone send us a picture from Maysville, which is Mason County, gigantic black bears. And so they're moving this way. But if you want to be on a fun hunt, as long as the weather doesn't suck, you need to get to Eastern Kentucky. It's a $30 tag. Guys, just walking the tops of those mountains is worth it for $30, right? Now you can go all the way over to Pike County, where Bub's from Floyd. Laurel County has them, Pulaski County has them, Macquarie County, all kinds of them, Macquarie County. You can drive all the way to Pike County, almost Virginia, West Virginia, and you're in the mountains and you can find black bears. But if you really want to go to the mountains, right? I'm not hating on Pike County. Got good friends in Pike County. Killed a buck in Pike County. Amazing creatures in Pike County. I'm just using that as an example. You could say Breathitt. You could say Knott. You could say Floyd, whatever. But if you really want to get the best of Kentucky, you got to go right down there in the southeastern part. Harlan. Harlan has the biggest mountain in Kentucky, the only true mountain in Kentucky, and Black Mountain. But Harlan, Bell, Letcher. If you've not spent time in those woods, on those mountains, in December, now the best time is October because the leaves change colors if you're just going for the beauty. But if you go in December, you can see it all. It's the most amazing. I think it's the best Kentucky has to offer, right? Morgan came from Pike County. Yeah, those good Pike County women. I'm so happy for you, Bub. You and Morgan. I really am. But $30 if you're free next weekend, you need to go down there and you need to hunt for black bears. Are you going to kill one? You're probably not. Just to be honest, you're probably not. You might see some. You'll see tons of sign. You'll see bear poop and bear tracks. I mean, some bigger than your hand. You'll see just things destroyed from them. So much fun. You need to do it. If you've never done it, you need to do it. But at the same time, if you've not killed a deer, it's muzzleloader season. It's the beginning of the late muzzleloader season, which is what, 9 days? So you take your muzzleloader. You can hunt bears with a muzzleloader, kill a bear, and you hunt the bears, and you deer hunt for muzzleloader. So that's what I was getting to, is who's going to be out there during late muzzleloader in Kentucky. Still might have your target buck. I don't know. Not me. I'm going to be with the muzzleloader in Fort Knox. So anyway, I think that's something you should consider. Let's look at some of the comments. Brandon said, I'd be crazy not to hunt Fort Knox. Brandon, I've been there 4 times this year. Not killed a thing. I think this weekend's my time, though. I would almost bet my salary that I will at least kill a doe at Fort Knox this weekend. Not what I'm going for, but hey, I'll be happy with it. Black bears in Barron and Robertson, absolutely. Bub said, getting back to kids, he's about to have a new one, guys. 8 months or 7 months or something. I struggle with my son's basketball schedule this year with hunting. His games won out, all except a doubleheader. I watched the first game, tagged my buck during the second game. Well, here's the thing, bub. I'm the coach. I can't not go. I'm the coach. And you know what? It's not just I'm the coach. My other daughter is a cheerleader. So I don't have to just coach the girls' games. I have to stay and watch her cheer for the boys' games. Well, she also cheers for the girls. So maybe I could just say, hey, honey, I already saw the cheers. Like, come on. I've already seen them. Right? You practice at home. I ain't going to stay for the boys' games. But they like to stay. And I'm a good dad. If I'm nothing, I'm a good dad. So next weekend is their only game in December, and they don't start back till January. So I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Tim said a bunch of them. I've had a ton of pictures this year. Yeah, tons of bears. Anthony says, my wife took video of a black bear behind Meyer in Richmond and called it in because I was headed to town. Called it in because I was headed. Because it was headed because the bear was headed to town. Yeah. I hate to see those bears get put down. I tell you what, if you go to Harlan, you just go behind the Mexican restaurants. There's one in Harlan. There's one in Cumberland. Man, those bears, they're the fattest bears. They're eating rice and chicken and queso. My God. And then if you get tired during the day, just go to Mexican for lunch. It's perfect. Gary said they destroyed a feeder 2 years ago. They will destroy everything. The people in Eastern Kentucky hate them. I love them because I don't live there, but I can go hunt them. Bub said I did a lot of gas wells on Black Mountain. The best views this side. Yeah, absolutely the best. You got to go to Black Mountain. If you've never been, I'll take you. Especially if you're cute. Kevin Bond says, any bear guys in Kentucky? Hurley Combs has killed some giants, Kevin. 350 pounds plus. He might be able to. I think he could have one that may be pushing the state record over there in one of the Eastern Kentucky counties. Not going to tell you where. Chris Robinson says, take your muzzleloader to the mountains. There you go, Chris. I agree. I'm trying to get people there. Didn't we just get the second largest public land access in the state and bear country? Man, I think so. Like, I think it is the largest WMA, right? It doesn't have more acreage than it doesn't have to have more acreage than Daniel Boone, which is 800,000 acres, but that's not a WMA. That's a national forest. But 55,000 acres. What is the name of that? Cumberland. Somebody help me out. Cumberland River Forest or something like that. Am I wrong there? It's something like that. 55,000 acres. Some in Harlan, some in Bell, some in Knox, maybe some in Leslie. It's a very expansive WMA. But here's the thing about it. It's one of the only few public lands where you can kill a deer, you can kill a turkey, you can kill an elk, and you can kill black bear. That's pretty cool. Kelsey says Pike is loaded with bear. Dad got him one a couple years ago. There's some big ones. I've seen some pictures of some big ones in Pike County. It's not Harlan County, Kelsey, but it's still good. It's like fourth. Harlan, Bell, Letcher, maybe Pike, maybe McQuarrie. Still good. I like Pike County. Chris says the newest one in Harlan is across the road from where I took my bear. The newest what? Oh, the newest WMA. Sorry. Chris, you know how Donald Trump talks about the weave? Y'all seen that on Joe Rogan? Like his brain is in all these different places. He brings it back. I'm not as good as him at that. So sometimes I get lost. Now, if it's my own thoughts, I'm weaving it. If it's y'all's thoughts, it's not. Now, I had some people send pictures. I know there's some of you that sent pictures to me to share, and you're just not been able to comment. And I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I love you. If I had it my way, I think all 80,000 followers would be on here at the same time. But some of them live in other countries, so they couldn't. Let me find where these. Bub, I don't know what a well tender is. So Bub sent this picture, but here's the problem. It's crooked, Bub. It's sideways. I want to share this picture, and it's hard to see. I want to share it anyway. That's that piebald buck. You see that? That's the buck. That's a huge 7. You might have to, you know what? You can lock your phone and turn it sideways. You'll be able to see it. I'm on the computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a giant 7-pointer. Very cool buck. Looks like it's a 7 because I guess his G1 or I don't know. I'm not very good at that. Is broken off. I can't see. But anyway, that is a good buck. And what is a well tender? We're not Ullman. Let's see what else we got here. Uh-oh. John, headed to bed, surgery in the morning. Hey, guys, listen. Scott Butler, OG watcher of the show, had some complications. Heart attack. He's had multiple heart attacks. Going in for surgery. Got to be at the hospital 5:15. If you are the people that say prayers, and look, we hope you are. We hope you are the praying type because we think that's the best type. But if you're not, we love you. If you're the praying type, when we get off here tonight in 5 minutes, just say a prayer for Scott, that his surgery will go well, that he'll recover quickly, that the doctors will make great choices, that his family will be comforted and filled with peace during all this time, and that he has a lot more years of life ahead of him because we like having him around. And so, Scott, we love you. We're praying for you, and let us know how it goes, okay? Let's see. Well tenders take care of whales. Well, okay. They tend to whales. Scott's a nervous wreck. I'm sure you are, buddy. We love you. Okay, Chris sent some pictures here. Oh, here we go. I see it now, Chris. Oh, yeah. These are kind of pictures I like. Now, I think if I said what's the number one Kentucky animal you'd like to harvest, I think everyone would probably say an elk. But, if it's me, elk would be number one, of course. But number 2 is a bear. Look at that. That's Chris Robinson's bear. Is that your muzzleloader, Chris? You can't tell from the picture. That's a good one. Chris, I don't know what you did with it. Because if it's me, my goal is to, when you guys watch me on Tuesday nights, that behind me is not some, I got the Tom Turkey up there. I've got right there. Excuse me, a couple deer. But I want a big bear rug of a 350-pound bear. Just the rug of that bear behind me. And you guys are just captivated by that big, furry black rug. That's what I want. Joe says he's ready for turkey season. I tell you what, Joe, I was thinking about it today. I don't know if I want to go back to Twin Knobs Campground because we're so spread out, and I want to find a place. Look, I'm putting you guys on a mission, and we'll get off here in just a second. I need a place that's centrally located, preferably east of I-75 because our deer camp is wet in Western Kentucky. But I need a place in central to eastern Kentucky that can host a turkey camp to where we don't have campground slots. But we need, see, in deer camp, if you've been there, you know this. If you haven't, I'm telling you now, we're all together. We got a big shelter. We all just get under, we laugh, we make fun of each other, we eat good, drink a little bit. Like, it's just a great time with good friends. Turkey camp's not like that. It's fun, but we're all spread out. And so I need a place. So if you know a place, Clay WMA don't have like a place to stay though. Like, we would still have tents and stuff, and I guess people could bring their campers. I don't know, but like, I need like where we have a localized place. I don't know. You know, Bub. Here's the thing, Bub. You're suggesting Clay WMA because you keep skipping out on deer camp. If you come to deer camp, you know what I'm talking about. I digress. He skipped out the last 2 years. So, sorry, I was a little strong on that one. See, Otter Creek is too far west, I think, Tim. It's actually a pretty good place, but I can barely get Bub to Moorhead, let alone Louisville. Otter Creek's outside Louisville. So, anyway, I'm looking for that. But listen, I appreciate you guys. It was fun tonight, even though a lot of folks could not comment. Sorry, I got distracted. Even though a lot of folks couldn't comment, it's a fun show. The albino, the piebald buck, and talking about bear hunting, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. So next week, hopefully, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna watch the UK game. Hopefully next week, y'all can comment. We got a good crowd on here. And if you're still hunting your buck, hey, we're pulling for you. I put, hey, we're going to talk about post-rut. You know, that's not what we do. You know, we just talk. And I appreciate you guys. So, look, love you guys. Hope you have a great night, a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Gordy. Appreciate you, brother. See you guys.